Good afternoon, my name is EonShiKeno, and today we have the final match in the best of 5 series between Idra, our red Zerg player down here on the bottom position for Xel'Naga Caverns, versus our blue Terran in the top position, Sarens. So this is game 5. Right now we have a 2-2 tie, and this will be the tiebreaker to decide who goes on to the next round. We'll see if someone tries to go for some quick cheese, maybe, try and just squeak in a win, or if we'll see some more standard play and might have a longer game here. We will see. So it looks like Sarens isn't going to try and go for any immediate cheese. No proxy barracks or anything like that, just throwing down a supply depot, very safe, back in his base. Not even walling off with it, and probably will wall off with a barracks and factory. Throwing down a quick refinery seems to be his favorite build of choice versus a Zerg player. And Idra, having 14 food right now, will be making either a pool or a geyser or a hatchery. He goes for a geyser. He is also sticking with his previous build, going for a geyser first on 14, building a drone, and then making a pool. Blocking off with that barracks up here for Sarens. Looks like Idra's Overlord is on his way up here, probably going to be positioned somewhere in the area below, southeast of his base. And this other Overlord probably moving somewhere up here near the expansion. Both players sending out workers to go scout the other player's base. They just barely miss each other. We'll probably see Idra run up here and just try and snag this little gas, as he did earlier. He was running around there trying to block any tech building, but he saw the marine in production, so he figured he would just go ahead and steal the gas outright. Down here, Sarens running around, checking out the base, seeing the same build he's up against. He is very aware of what was going on previously. We have another drone coming out. It looks like he's going to try and make an expansion, but Sarens, ready for it, is already in block position. He's just going to do a little run around here, trying to delay as much as possible. Just 2 lings coming out just to clear out this little SCV so Idra can expand without problem. They're finally getting it down, and that SCV actually getting away, going to run back in here, and maybe actually just running further away from his base. Because there's really no point to run towards your base when you know your SCV is going to die. It'll just cause those lings to be a little bit later. So we have some metabolic boost research for Idra, and Sarens has a reactor on his factory, going to do some Hellion harass here. And we have another SCV running down to the bottom, and Idra did place this Overlord in that same position. Looks like, I don't know what Sarens is doing over here with this SCV. He's just kind of running around. We have our actually second queen almost popping out. First queen moving in position to start injecting larvae and laying some creep down here by this expansion. We have 2 Hellions coming out and a SCV just walking on by. Looks like he's using this SCV just to scout with, to see if probably to look for a hatchery tech or roaches or some kind of spine crawlers. Those Hellions getting 1 kill each so far, looks like. Yes, 1 kill each. That SCV did die. They're just playing it very safe, as is, this game is for the whole bag of chips, or whatever you want to call it. 2 more Hellions coming down to harass with, and we have 2 more being built. 1-1-1 build going on here for Terran player Sarens. Looks like he's going to have some medevacs. He's probably going to do some medevac drops with those Hellions, as he did before on Delta Quadrant. We have 6 Hellions now. Idra doing the smart thing, putting down 2 spine crawlers. He's definitely going to need those if he wants to fend off these large numbers of Hellions. He does have speed upgrade for speedlings, but he doesn't have enough to actually kill that entire army of Hellions without losing everything. He could probably surround 1 or 2, but he would lose everything. He's just playing it safe, keeping those speedlings in the back of his base on the creep, and just using those spine crawlers for defense. So Sarens was going to move in. Idra trying to get a surround here, getting a surround on one of them. Looks like he might even pick up the second one here. Losing one Ling, not too bad. One Ling, actually 2 Lings for 1 Hellion. That's a fairly even trade. Back here in Sarens' base, we've got, looks like an armory being produced. Yeah, armory being produced, and he's on 2 gas. The medevac is in play right now, but already has taken a lot of damage, probably from those queens. Looks like Idra is making, actually, did he just finish? Yes, he just finished a Roach Warren. Very good unit to fight those Hellions with, as they are not light armored units, so they will not take bonus damage. Hellions do 14 bonus damage to light units versus 8, so that'll be nice, and Roaches have more HP. So Idra's sneaking in his Overlord here in the back. He does see that armory and that engineering bay. I don't think he sees that expansion yet. Sarens just trying to poke in there and get some kills. Looks like he got 1 drone kill off that, but he did lose a, I think he did, yeah, he actually did lose a Hellion there also. So not too great of a trade. Evolution Chamber being laid down, and a Roach speed upgrade happening at the same time. So Idra does have a 3 drone advantage right now. I'm curious to see if Idra will stay with these Roaches and just go a solely Roach build, or will he slowly add in some Hydras. He has his his expansion guest just now adding those 3 units to it. Sarens building 1 Viking just to fly across his base and scout with. Very nice play. He doesn't have to waste a scan, and can use that precious energy on mules, which can harvest, I think, 280 resources. So every time you use a scan instead of a mule, you're essentially throwing away 280 resources faster than you would normally get them. So a Viking is cheaper than that. So, and he hasn't even lost it yet, so he still has that in play. He can use that to pick off Overlords. It's a really great move. I haven't seen many current players use besides Sarens, at least this consistently. Looks like we have some Hellions just trying to annoy some Roaches, pulling them away. Looks like that Queen's probably going to kill that Viking unless Sarens does some really quick micro. Yeah, pulling away. Idra in position here. Looks like he's getting ready to take his 3rd base. Sarens has 1 4 out right now. He's laying down 1 extra barracks, has an extra factory, so we have 2 factory, 2 barracks play for Sarens right now. Sarens has not got his second 2 gas going yet. Ooh, we see a lot of dead Lings right here. There's just way too many Hellions. He just killed 1 Hellion, but he lost more than half of his Lings there. Not a very good trade. This Viking's still alive, providing great vision and just kind of hassling those Overlords. 3rd base going down for Idra. He's getting a lot of use out of these Hellions. They may not be dealing crazy amounts of damage or getting a ton of kills, but it is providing him, I guess you could call, map control and just plain being aggressive. Being the aggressive player suits some players, and it makes the defensive player feel, you know, more constrained in their ability to respond to certain moves. It also makes people focus on what they're actually fighting versus what could be sitting back at the player's base. Like back here we got Thors and tanks and some more Hellions. Roach, good counter to Thors, so, and he has a lot of them at this moment. He's got 28 Roaches. Looks like Idra is pushing up here. We may see some aggression now that he has reached the critical number of Roaches he wants. Or he's just going to hang back. He's actually moving back, just going to play some defense. Doing a fairly nice job of spreading his creep. We've got two creep tumors running around on the map. Idra with his speed upgrade for his Overlord right now. Just sending him out. 1 over here to this right expansion. Looks like he's going to move up here to this other expansion. And positioning this one over at the top. Roaches with 1 armor upgrade right now, so that gives them 2 base armor. Doing a little drone transfer over here. Still does not have burrow, or of course he doesn't have Timlin calls yet. That wouldn't be too valuable unless you have burrow to begin with. Just massing roaches, and it looks like he's taking them straight to an Ultralisk Cavern, not getting any infestors, just going straight to tier 3, and going straight for those overlords. Or not overlords, Ultralisks. Idra feeling a little bored, decides to kill some rocks. Safe move to do. Sarens getting in position. You're going to do some slow tank push probably. Idra clearing the map a little bit, making it a little bit more open for all of his roaches to move around. You definitely want a lot of open area for roaches to move when you're playing tanks. Tanks work best under positions of choke points and things like that, which makes it hard to just overrun him. Some scans going off, killing some creep trimmers. Looks like Idra doing some nice push forward and attack, push forward attack that has almost a complete surround of all these units. It looks like Idra's going to be able to push this back. He just has so many roaches right now. 12 more roaches in production, and he's getting the upgrade for the Ultralisk. Idra just pushing him back. We have three medevacs, but not have very many bio units to heal. Sarens trying to make the best of this fight, and just trying to go up in the back here with these last 4 Hellions and kill some drones. I think he got 4 drones there. Not too shabby, but overall, I think Idra did a great job of controlling that fight with those roaches. He has a much larger army right now. Sarens trying to save those units, just trying to pick them up in the medevac. Actually loses 2 of them right there. And let's check on the army value right now. Wow, Idra has a commanding lead in food right now. 170 to 90 food army. You might be able to see the deal right now. There are no bunkers, no tanks in position for Sarens, and Sarens calls GG. So there you have it, the end of the best of 5 series from Idra and Sarens for the Intel Extreme Masters tournament. Idra will move on and play somebody in the next round, and I'll probably bring you one of those games from the next round coming up next.